Greetings fellow mortals and welcome back to another God of War lore video. Today I want to talk about Tyr's temple, specifically what its role will be in the next and highly anticipated installment of the franchise, God of War Ragnarok. You see, the temple will most likely not have the same features it did in God of War 2018, at least not at the start of the new game. If you're interested in what I mean, make sure to stick around as we'll delve straight into it. Now in case you need a recap, in God of War 2018 we enter the Lake of Nine and see a statue of Tyr, the Norse god of war. After the Midgard serpent is raised from the depths, it's revealed that this statue is actually the top of a temple. But not just any temple, Tyr's temple, the main hub for realm travel. Tyr built this temple in the middle of the Lake of Nine. Its construction was the last great act of cooperation between the races of the Nine Realms. Gods, giants, elves, dwarves and men worked together to build it, and placed 8 travel towers in a circle around the lakeshore, one for each realm beyond Midgard. The temple was symbolic of the peaceful world Tyr always tried to create, but after Odin betrayed Tyr, the temple was abandoned. When the desolation came, the building was submerged under the lake's rising waters, and it stayed that way, up until Kratos and Atreus came along. Now, in the God of War book Lore and Legends, there's a chapter that goes over some events that Kratos and Atreus went through, 1 year after they brought Faye's ashes to the highest peak in all the realms. One day, Kratos and Atreus decided to take a quick day trip into Vadergard Pass. Their plan being to explore, collect the resources, get some food, and then to get home by dusk. But, as they were tracking hoofprints, a huge blizzard blew in from nowhere. In just seconds it was a total whiteout. It seemed magical colder than anything Atreus ever felt, even in Helheim. They tried to push the boat out to hurry home, but gave up and headed to Vadergard Castle. Screaming winds pushed snowdrifts right up the entry stairs. They staggered into the hall where the Jotnar shrine to Skadi, the great huntress, sits. They camped in that hall for 6 days, waiting for the blizzard to stop. When the winds finally died, they went outside, only to see that everything was either buried in snow or coated in ice. It was beautiful and scary at the same time. But the real crazy thing was that the Vadergard Pass waterway was frozen solid. Instead of paddling, Kratos and Atreus dragged the boat up to the passage where they saw something even crazier. The Lake of Nine was now filled with big chunks of floating ice, and sometime later, the ice would become solid and covered thick in snow. Now the way Tyr's temple works is that in order to travel to a different realm, you have to move the wheel within the realm travel chamber. When moving the wheel, the bridge of the temple outside will move as well. In order to travel to a realm of your choosing, you need to align the bridge with the tower of said realm. With the lake being frozen, you would assume that the bridge isn't able to be moved to a different tower. This would prevent the temple from activating the sequence that's required to travel to other realms, as the bridge can't be aligned with the realm towers outside. What makes realm travel from Tyr's temple even more difficult is that after the events of the game, the Allfather Odin himself locked out travel to all other remaining realms, just like he did to Svartalfheim, Vanaheim and Asgard. So it would seem that in Ragnarok we won't be using Tyr's temple to travel around the realms, at least not at the start of the game. We know that Brok and Sindri have the ability to walk in between and travel to different realms, as all dwarves have that ability. It could very well be that Brok and Sindri are the reason why we'll still be traveling to other realms in Ragnarok. As Atreus states in his journal, thanks to Sindri, at least the doors that help us get around Midgard quickly still work. I don't want to give away their secrets here, in case somebody with bad intentions and Aesir blood ever gets a hold of this journal. Let's just say, dwarves are tricky folk. While we don't know how Brok and Sindri could allow Kratos and Atreus to still perform realm travel, we might have already seen a clue. In the God of War Ragnarok story trailer, we can see Kratos wearing a different Bifrost than the one he uses in God of War 2018. Some have speculated that this new one was made after the original gets destroyed while Kratos fights Thor. But perhaps this Bifrost was made specifically to bypass Odin's magical lock on the realms. Now I know what you're thinking. It doesn't matter if the locks are removed, as the bridge in the frozen lake still wouldn't be able to move. But I believe this will be resolved as well. When Kratos fights Thor in the Ragnarok story trailer, we can see the ice breaking apart too. So what if their battle is so intense that it breaks the ice of the lake enough for the bridge to be able to move again? With having bypassed the locks placed by Odin and allowing the bridge to move again, Kratos and Atreus would be able to not only travel to the realms they've already visited before, but also the ones they weren't able to visit. It's already confirmed that in Ragnarok we'll be able to visit all the realms, and we've already seen Vanaheim and Svartalfheim in the trailers. I think this is a very solid possibility that might occur in the game. But what do you guys think? Did I leave something out, or do you perhaps have a better theory? Make sure to let me know in the comments below. While you're there, make sure to subscribe for more God of War content. I hope you guys enjoyed this lore/theory video on Tyr's temple, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. And remember, Ragnarok is coming.